with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins.
We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century. The home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visitor's sideline, the Dolphins head coach. This guy's going to have their hands full. We know about the problems that warm weather teams have when they have to play in the snow. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go through the flurries here at Arrowhead. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Matt Milano there to stop him. It's 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Motion man is right. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
The 40-yard line.
Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. Inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs' offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. As we hit the home stretch here, you can see he leads all NFL wideouts in touchdown receptions for the year. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. From the 35, here's second down and a yard. They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll work forward 4 yards. That's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Clark Phillips, the corner, there on the tackle. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes back. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Gray is the motion man here.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
Gray is the motion man here. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Noah Gray, touchdown Chiefs. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Buster's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's complete. Calvin Austin. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Tua, give it to Achane. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was roughed right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes Smith on the return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. We'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Mahomes. Now he'll run it. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 33 yards.
You know this defense works all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down to keep the drive alive.
The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Yellow.
A give here to Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The coverage by Brian Cook.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to lead to a 4th down. That's going to be blocked. Into space. He's to the 40. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st, you stick your hand up. That's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. He's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now, Mahomes. Pass is caught by Gray, right side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Now, 1st down throw for Tua. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tua. He finds Austin with the grab. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36.
A run with the fullback hand. Peel it forward for maybe a yard. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Throwing is Mahomes. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. That brings up 4th and short.
He will have the conversion and more. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate. But in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's 2. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Tua gonna throw. Now a screen set up for Achane. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Tua. Rolling right. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Here's Matt Araiza now as he's on to punt for Miami. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Gray. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 48-yard line.
A run. It's Pacheco. And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Here's Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jordan Brooks in for the sack. It is a a loss of 8. And now it's third down. To throw is Mahomes. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand, because he holds onto that ball for one count longer, and most likely was going to result in a sack.
Third and a yard. He'll try and run it here. It's Aiken. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 35, it's first and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. On second down, Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, Mahomes. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Dolphins offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start it here with a first and 10. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Pass caught right side by Higbee. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
2 and out on first down. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. 2nd and 5. To the air again, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our spin around the NFL starts now. At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And this is Brian Robinson. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is the man quarterbacking the G-Men. Everything's going his way so far. One of 3 first-half touchdown passes. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Chris Godwin. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. This one's gone to the half, and it's the Buccaneers lead it by a touchdown at the half. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He gets this to the veteran tight end, Higbee. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run this one straight ahead with H. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Miami.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Ready.
Off play action, it's Tua. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
13 more yards. That's another Dolphins.
A run, and it's H. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's got even stronger now here in the second.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Back to the left side, pulled in by Higbee. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
The Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Tua. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. So close to taking it all the way. They bring him down to 2, but it's first and goal from there. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. That's a gain of 72 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Motion man is Rice. Pacheco. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
A 22-yard attempt.
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 24-21 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll toss it here to Achane. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's to the sideline where he finds Hill. Third and 11.
Brings up third down and 11.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He finds Austin with the grab. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away well short of the first down mark.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with 2. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, in a game that seems like it's gone all in their favor, that's kind of one of the rare cases where this offense didn't appear to be on the same page, because for as good as they have been all day long, this possession at least, they're going to stall out.
Devon Achad ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. He'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Will Williams is there to bring him down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Tungo Vailoa. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now Tua. That one out wide to Achane. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Taken at the 19. And we'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. 1st down and 1 shy of 100. That was his 99th catch of the year.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll send Worthy in motion. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Patrick to throw. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Noah Grant, touchdown Chiefs. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now it's Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
On the ground, here is H.N. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Dolphins first down. Once again, it's H.N. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. Back to throw is Tua. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Here's 2. Now a screen set up for H.N. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down. Here's Tagovailoa. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker. Tua to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And a good return here as he is out of bounds up at the 45.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. That is to Wiley, open on the left. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Gray. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
45-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. 1st and 10.
16 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
To throw is Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
On first down, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. A forward Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Mahomes. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 26.
Butker's kick is good. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Austin now to return this. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. He's got it, and he will score. Game on. Tyreek Hill, touchdown Dolphins. His 12th touchdown of the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Dolphins are back within 6.
Dolphins 28.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. He'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Mahomes. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he is out of bounds, but and now the decision has been made. The challenge flag is out. They want a review of the previous play.
Previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Now a give to Pacheco, running right, and they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense. Still first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he won't get away. Good opening tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 48-yard line.
to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Mahomes. The throw caught by the tight end Gray. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Make the handoff. Now, Tua. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They snap it to Tua. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.